Welcome back to another episode with Explore by Adventure. On this episode, we're actually in the middle of a trip at the moment, and we are going to just film a bit of an episode that's just about our top 5 trips, tracks, and campsites. Just to think what we think of our top 5.
What our favourites are.
Yeah, what our favourites are. We've been doing this for 4 years now. Mm-hmm. We've been to a few places, and yeah, so we'll start it off with our top 5 trips.
I reckon Fraser's up there as number 1.
There's plenty, and there's actually a lot of favourite trips. I just didn't want that add that. There's a lot of favourite trips that I have, but if I really had to put these numbers on, for me personally, my top 5 would be. I'll start at number 1, which is easy for me. My favourite would be Fraser.
Same.
Fraser would be my top 5 trip. In my top 5, mm-hmm. Be number 1. We haven't filmed that trip, so we're going to film a Fraser trip. We've been to Fraser twice, but that would have to be up there. My number 2 trip, probably Barrington.
Yep, same.
Barrington would be my number 2 top trip. That was actually a really, really good trip. Number 3 would be Moreton.
Nah.
Number 3 would be Moreton for me. What's number 3 for you?
Not Moreton. I mean, I think Moreton's nice, but yeah, I don't know. When we went there, it was like raining and it wasn't the greatest. So maybe if I went back there again, it might be up there. But I think Fraser, for me, is way better.
Yeah, so that's our number 1. But what's your number 3?
I'm trying to think. I can't think.
Well, my number 4...
Actually, Pebbly Beach.
Well, that's my number 4. So number 4 for me would be Pebbly. Pebbly Beach.
Although there is a lot more to do at Moreton than there is at Pebbly Beach. But Pebbly Beach is just a beautiful spot. Pristine. That's good to just go for a weekend, just like, yeah. Pebbly's my 3.
Yeah. And what's your 4?
My 4, Dick's Knob.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I like Dick's Knob.
Yeah, Dick's Knob. So Dick's Knob is a track, is a campsite down in Coffs Harbour that we do. We actually do a trip from Pebbly to Dick's Knob. Yeah. And it's like this big track that we do, which is actually, that trip there is a really good trip. So that, I reckon Dick's Knob would be my 5. So Pebbly and Dick's Knob would be my 4 and 5, I reckon. They'd be my top 5.
I think my number 5 would have to be, what's that place called that we went for my birthday?
Shaylundy.
Yeah.
It's out down Moreton. So there's a place called Shaylundy National Park. It's a beautiful lookout. I'll put some footage of that up now. But it is like,
yeah, that's
up there. We're going there this year for her birthday again.
Are we?
Yeah.
Was that a surprise?
So that leads us into our top 5 campsites. For me, my number 1, Sandy Cape.
Yep, I like Sandy Cape too.
Sandy Cape, Fraser Island would be number 1 on the bucket list. Watching the sun set on the west side over water, it's unreal. Because we don't get that over here in the east side of Australia, so that's good. Number 2 for me would be Shaylundy.
Yeah,
the one we were just talking about at down Moreton there. I think that's number 2 campsite for me.
No, I reckon. I don't know.
Number 3 is Dick's Knob. Oh, number 3.
Pebbly.
Number 3 is Pebbly.
Pebbly. I reckon Pebbly's number 2.
Yeah. Number 2 and 3 is Pebbly and Shaylundy.
Yeah, they're hard to.
It's hard to.
It's different because they're completely different. Like one's inland and one's beach.
Yeah, one's inland of a beautiful
but they're
lookout.
both like.
One's beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon. And number 4. So that's 2 and 3. Number 4. What do you reckon number 4 is? Wacko.
What about that?
Wacko down in Barrington Tops. Man, that's up there with 2 and 3.
Yeah, that is up there with 2 and 3.
Up there in 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3.
So maybe we'll have like maybe 3 number 2s.
Yeah, okay. So 3, our number 1, Sandy Cape. 2, 3 and 4.
No, there's 1 Sandy Cape and then there's 2 Pebbly Beach, Shaylundy and then
Wacko.
Wacko.
And then Number 5, because that's 4, so our 5th one would be, I reckon.
I know, I kind of like where we are right now.
Yeah, this spot, George's Junction's really nice.
Yeah, I reckon here.
For me, my number 5 would be when we went west. I don't know the name off the top of my head. I'll put that down here somewhere. But you know that one where we pulled up, we drove heaps long, and then there was that rock wall, there's those blokes down the bottom there.
That's really descriptive.
But
I'm surprised I don't know what it is.
you know, it's that campsite we stayed when we went west of Tenterfield there. We were looking at it the other day. The grass was like real mowed and there was like that creek right in front.
Oh, no, you know what? Lemon Tree, what's that Lemon Tree Flats?
I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, Lemon Tree Flats.
Yeah,
that's a good campsite.
Yeah, that's the one. So that's not the name. I'll put the actually correct name up, but if that is the name, good work for remembering.
Lemon Tree Flats, I'm pretty sure.
That is a really good campsite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really good.
We went out there, I think, when she was just 6 months old.
Yeah. And so, last but not least, our top 5 tracks.
Well, I think this is more of a you question because I don't really drive the tracks, but I like the one track I do really like. There's 2 tracks I do really like, and they're both in Coffs. Is the trail that we do get to go to Dick's Knob. I do like that one. And what's the one that you just we did with like Barney and that?
Number 1, I reckon, is that Morbid track because it's very hard and it's technical and it takes a little while to do. Number 2 would be the Dick's Knob track that Kylie just spoke about. That's actually a good track too to do. Number 3 for me is that track at Barrington we did where we crossed the river and it was that windy uphill mud pit. Where everyone got stuck, Fred, Luke and Greg, everyone got stuck but me.
Yeah.
Like up there, that's a good track.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Number 4 would be that Pebbly to Woolgoolga trip, Pebbly Woolai trip, sorry. That's a really, really good track along there. And number 5, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Tenterfield. That creek run we did with Luke. Real windy, really, really slow, technical creek run was really good. There are heaps of other tracks that I do really like. Like I love all the tracks at the Springs, at 4-wheel drive parks. They're always good tracks. So the Springs, Rover Park, Emu Creek, they're unreal 4-wheel drive tracks. If you had to take the 4-wheel drive parks out, that would be my exploring tracks.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're all really good. Have you got anything to say?
No, I think the tracks are more your thing. Like you drive them more than me, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think like I like the Dick's Knob and the other ones just because they're like quite scenic as well.
Yeah, that is good.
So,
alrighty.
Okay, hang on. What about your top 5 must-haves to come camping?
Top 5 must-haves.
Beer, number 1, top of the list, always.
2, Panadol. To cure your hangover.
Number 3, Hydrolyte. No, I'm just...
Number 4, water to drink it.
Nah, right. No, serious.
Top 5.
Number 1 is definitely beer, but...
Yeah, okay. Number 1, beer. 2, first aid kit. I reckon a first aid kit comes in handy. You might not use it every time you go camping, but 100% number 1 up there.
No, beer tops
1.
everything.
Number 2, definitely first aid kit.
Yeah.
Number 3, bedding.
Yeah, because there's been a couple of times we've actually forgotten it.
You're shitting hot without bedding.
You'd be surprised how many times you actually drive around and you're like, shit, we forgot the pillows.
So bedding is good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, neither.
Well, that concludes our episode.
Well, as long as you've got beer, you're happy.
That's all good. Cheers.
Cheers to that.